everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. I love all things nail polish, nail care, and hand care. So if you love those things too, definitely consider subscribing. Today's video will be live swatching 4 limited edition nail polishes from Great Lakes Lacquer. These 4 polishes she had promised to bring back. They were from the Polish Beauty Expo back in July of this year. I actually was able to go to the Polish Beauty Expo back in July. And it was such a great time. I'll definitely be going back again next year. And I even got to meet the owner from Great Lakes Lacquer, Mariah. She is the sweetest person. As soon as I introduced myself, she already knew who I was, which I was like, I am nobody big to be knowing. But she did, which was very sweet. So I'll always remember that. We chit-chatted for as long as she could, because let me tell you, that line for Great Lakes Lacquer at the expo was never ending. Like, I was probably in line for 15-20 minutes, maybe almost close to like 25 minutes. Probably out of all the polishes that I got from the Polish Beauty Expo, I think maybe Great Lakes was probably the most amount that I purchased. I mean, how could you not? All of the polishes were gorgeous. So not all of these are like exactly identical to the ones that were at the Beauty Expo. So I know that she said on her Instagram that she'll post comparisons, so just keep an eye out for those. But they're all very, very similar. I'll compare these two that I purchased from the Polish Beauty Expo to the ones that were sent to me. So these will be launching Saturday, October 29th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, first up we have the Jasmine Dragon, and excuse my raspy voice, I'm getting over a cold. My kids have been sick, so you know that means, of course, I'm going to get sick. But this is described as a medium jade with green to blue to purple to pink shifting iridescent flakes, lime green to blue to purple shifting shimmer, and a bit of scattered holographic. Now you can see here on that second coat, it does build up very well, and that scattering of that holographic really just makes this so sparkly and pretty. Now, if you have longer nails, you probably would want 3 coats with this, I definitely say. It doesn't dry down textured, so a nice glossy top coat would do it for you. So I did apply 3 coats in this photo. So pictured are 3 coats of the Jasmine Dragon with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Ruins in the Sky, thanks for the lesson. And this is described as a warm orchid purple filled with a red to orange to gold shifting shimmer and a soft scattered holographic. I built this up perfectly in 2 coats. I don't think, if you have longer nails, I feel like you should be okay with 2 coats. 3 coats may just bring more vibrancy to the nail. But I absolutely love the finish of this polish. I think the color complements my skin tone very well. It's a gorgeous shade. So funny enough, I never really knew that a soft scattered holographic was a thing, but I think you can see how glowy and just that faint bit of like that sparkle with that holographic, it really does make this polish look so dainty and beautiful. Pictured here are 2 coats of Ruins in the Sky, thanks for the lesson, with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Michigan Summer Sunsets. And oh my god, I'm so in love with this shade. But okay, let's go back to the description. It's a cool lavender filled with a sky blue to magenta to orange gold shifting shimmer. Something about this, maybe it's because it's more of a cool toned polish, like against my skin tone. I don't know what it is, but I'm absolutely in love with it. I love that blue shimmer. It's stunning. On my short nails, I did build it up in 2 coats, but I think if you have longer nails, 3 coats would work best for you. So pictured are 2 coats of Michigan Summer Sunsets with a glossy top coat. And last up in the quad is But What Is Grief If Not Love Persevering? And this is described as a deep red leaning plum filled with red to orange to gold shifting shimmer and a soft linear holographic with bits of scattered hollow for extra sparkle. Oh my goodness, you guys. Did you see that first swipe? The pigment, the opacity. This is a stunning polish, and the description fits it exactly so well. it really does have that extra sparkle. And even though that linear holographic is like described as soft, it really does add that extra touch to this polish. 2 coats for me on long nails, definitely just 2 coats, but just look at it in all its glory. And pictured are 2 coats of But What Is Grief If Love Not Persevering with a glossy top coat. Okay, let's get into the comparisons. So my bottle from the Polish Beauty Expo is on the right, and the one that I received for review is on the left. Same thing on the swatch wheel. So you can see the one on the right from the original has a bit more flakes in the polish. I'd say the base and the tone of the polish is pretty much identical, but the original does have a bit more of those flakes. Okay, and But What Is Grief If Love Not Persevering? So again, my bottle is on the right from the Polish Beauty Expo. So you can see they both still have that soft linear holographic, but the 2.0 version is just a tad bit more brighter, like a more deeper, like magenta purpley shade. But both gorgeous.
I have a little guess, guys. Okay, choosing a favorite. But choosing a favorite, I have.
Okay, future Mercedes chiming in. I just want to say that yes, I purchased these 2 specific polishes from the Polish Beauty Expo, but if I had to choose over, if I never went to the Beauty Expo and I was choosing polishes to be my favorite, then the following would be my favorite. And of course, if I had to repurchase these again in a Polish Beauty Expo, I would. But I just wanted to start off with a blank slate and just more of an open mind.
First one is, But What Is Grief If Not Love Persevering? Look at this. I am obsessed with the shade. It's a gorgeous deep shade. Beautiful for fall and winter. I just love that shift. The second is Michigan Summer Sunsets. Not usually a polish that I would go for on my own. So iridescent, so glowy, kind of almost like a unicorn princess. But I loved it against my skin tone. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're planning on picking any of these up, or if you were at the Polish Beauty Expo and you happened to pick some of these up as well. But I will see you in my next one.